For a lot of us, how is the stress of the virus activating our primitive brain? Now, what does that mean? Well, if we really understand this, I think you'll be able to help yourself. So what happens is, what is the primitive brain? Well, the primitive brain is 0 to 3, like the toddler brain. And people now under tremendous stress are regressing into their primitive brain. They don't even realize it. And what do? The primitive brain is like black and white. There's no reality testing. It's impulsive. It's very entitled and self-centered. Now, that's kind of, like a really immature toddler. And what has happened is we're all in the same boat, and we should try not to regress. And as people regress, they regress into acting out behaviors that we're seeing. Mental health across the board, alcohol, substance abuse, domestic violence, and things like certainly depression and anxiety. So, what is this adult brain that we really want to find ourselves with? Well, that's our analytical brain. And really what happened here with the virus is our brains never had any reality about being in a plague. So our brains don't get it. So what happens is when people try to figure out in their frontal cortex what to do, there's no material there. So what happens is people regress. And that's what it's about. And I got a great analogy. There were two guys on a boat. One guy came along to help the other guy because he was an experienced boater. They were crossing a big body of water, and then the guy didn't know much about the boat. The boat starts to take on water, or the lights go on and so forth. And he panics. He says, "Let's get the lifeboat." And the other fellow said, "Oh, let me go down and check it, see what it is." Found out what it is and fixed it. And they didn't get the lifeboat going. Now, the second fellow used his adult brain. The first fellow panicked and used his primitive brain. We want to replace this obsessive primitive brain with meaningful relationships and altruistic activities, and that will help us to get through this and remain with our adult brain fighting this virus.
Don't suffer alone. At BregmanMD, we can help with our years of online therapy experience. Just give us a call or contact us online.